This is a brief tour of Blackboard. If you have taken online classes before, you may not need this, but for those of you who are new to online courses, I'm hoping this will be helpful, and for others it may be a review. You're looking at your welcome screen, and you have a Start Here announcement, and you need to read through that first to get started. Then the next thing you need to do is go to the syllabus button located on the left of your screen. Click on the syllabus. It's the most important document of the entire course. And I have put it in a Word document here, and I also have a cut and paste version here. That way anybody can access it. We'll look at the cut and paste version. It opens and you have the entire syllabus. It tells where I'm located, talks about the reading journals, and it gives you the grade information, how you'll be scored. And then you have the weekly syllabus. It tells you when things are due and it tells you where to locate them. And you can read through the syllabus at your leisure, but it tells you course policies and where to post things and when things are due. So it's the most important document in the course because it's their menu. Then the next most important document, or button rather, is going to be course documents. I have all kinds of handouts. Some of them are duplicated because they're in PDF format, but you should be familiar with the first 25 posts. They are required reading. For example, I have a welcome PowerPoint. I have the grammar grid that I use when I read your essays. I have the English 112 course objectives. I have a little video that gives an overview of English 112 in 5 minutes. English 111 is a prerequisite for 112. If you haven't taken 111 for a while, this gives you a review of the concepts that you should be familiar with as you begin the course. In this PowerPoint, I talk about the kinds of essays we'll be writing through the semester. I talk about the stages of the writing process, how to find a topic. The pro-con checklist is valuable because it proves that a topic is arguable. So I'll let you go through these at your own leisure, but I've tried to cover every possible question about the course. And then I have sample student essays here. And then when you get down to this point, all of the files below are in PDF format, and they are replications of the ones above. The only difference is there is no audio commentary in any of the PDF files. If you can't open one of the files above, you should be able to find it and open it in PDF format, because that's a universal format. The next button you should be familiar with is web links. This is important because the first, let me go down, I'm going to tell you exactly how many. The first 26 sites are going to be our textbook, and these make up our journal. Half of them are due in Journal 1, half of them are due in Journal 2, and then Journal 3 is looking at editorials, which are not listed here. So what you'll do for your journal is you will read this, number 1, read it, summarize it, give me your reaction. Go to number 2, read it, summarize it, give me your reaction. 3, read it, summarize it, give me your reaction. And this will all be in one document. And I have you do the first half of them for the first journal, the second half for the second journal, and then the third journal, as I said, is different. And then another important site which we'll be using is the Purdue website, and that gives you access to all kinds of grammatical exercise, but we'll use it especially for research and how to do the MLA format and handling sources and works cited pages. I have videos on explaining the grading system, the journals, explaining the pro-con checklist, the MLA format, in-text citations, MLA works cited page, grammar help, and then this is an interesting little video that I found on YouTube about the power of words. So web links is extremely important. Then of course you'll be interested in my grades because that lists all of your grades for the semester, and you'll know your average as you go through the entire semester. And then faculty information, That's about me, and you need to check announcements weekly, if not daily. The next important button is assignments. This is where you will post all of your assignments for me. So after you have written an essay, after you have gone through submitting an outline and peer review, you will post your final copy here. So whatever essay is due, you will go to that link. For example, essay 1, let's say that is due. You click on that button, that title, and then you go down to Browse My Computer. You click on that and you find your document. It's that simple. Make sure your document is labeled by your last name, first name, essay 1, whatever the assignment happens to be. Make sure it's by your last name because that's how I download them. You're getting ready to submit essay 2, you do the very same thing. Essay 3, same thing. Then when you do journal 1, you click on journal 1. Browse My Computer, you go find it wherever it happens to be on your computer or on your flash drive or thumb drive, and then submit it. Make sure it's by your last name, first name, journal 1. So all of the assignments that come into me for your major grades, you post them here. Another important button is the discussion board. I have a section where you can ask me questions if you think the entire class could benefit from that. And you click on questions about class, click create thread, and then you type in your question. And you may do them anonymously if you don't want to reveal your name, but I encourage you to use your name. That has whoever. I want you to ask questions, and it's not a problem to know who you are. I mean, I'm not going to use that against you. Then next, you will have assignments for the discussion board. For example, introduction. Same thing. I've given you some samples. You create thread, and you write your introduction. If you want to type it in a Word document and then cut and paste, that's fine. Another important area for a discussion board is topics for essay 1. Generally, you only have to create one thread and we will have a dialogue, a discussion back and forth about your topic. I encourage you to post your topic before the deadline in the syllabus. That way we can work it out. Rarely is the outline perfect and ready to go the first time, and that's the way the writing process works. Writing is a collaborative process. I don't know anybody who writes who doesn't get other people's opinions in the writing process. So make sure you post your topic before the deadline, and there is a sample outline here. I even have a video explaining the outline, and then there's a sample outline. Then the next thing you'll do in the discussion board is after I have approved the topic, after you've worked it out in your outline form, then you'll post it for peer review. And I have a couple of objectives that I'm trying to accomplish, and that is not only can you write an essay, but you can also read someone else's essay and know what they're doing, and you can offer them advice. So I'm trying to reinforce what I'm having you do by also have you look at other people and how they do it. And essay 2, peer review, essay 3, topics. So those are all the discussion boards. It's mainly knowing what your topics are, giving you feedback, and then you post your essay for peer review. Once peer review is done, then you post it in assignments. That is a brief overview of Blackboard. And once again, you need to start here, read that information, and then you can go to the various buttons. I hope you have a great semester. If you have questions, please ask.